going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, last episode of Breaking Bad, we left off seeing Walt pretty much make a entire proposition to both Jesse and Mike about how he wants to pretty much continue his meth making business, but this time not as employees but as the owners. So it seems like towards the end of the episode, we see obviously Mike is fully on board with it. Now, initially he wasn't with it because he obviously is he has a very disdainful taste to Walt now. Basically that's the type of man that he doesn't want to be around because he fears that Walt is just something that is completely going to blow up in the air completely, and he doesn't want to be around for that. So it seems like now, with the whole situation the way it is, he's fully on board with it completely, and now we'll have to see where it goes from here. Obviously, Walt's going to keep continuing doing his thing of getting mad and all that whenever people challenge him and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. Obviously Jesse's on board with him because Jesse's everyone's whipping buddy. He's the one that they gotta whip on whenever they gotta target someone. But yeah, with that being said, we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna go on ahead and jump straight on into this. This is episode 3 of season 5, Hazard Pay. And away we go. Yeah.
You hear about Chow?
So you skipped town.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It wasn't me. It wasn't a message. It wasn't payback. It was a mistake made by a third party who has since been dealt with. You got it?
Yeah.
The second thing, deal you had with Fring, still in place. Don't okay me. You got something to say?
Mike, I'm keeping my mouth shut. He was right above the lab. There's no way I could say I wasn't in on it. I'm looking at 8 years minimum. But I'm doing my time like I'm supposed to. I'm a rat and you know it. What else is there to say? All due respect, what are we talking about here?
The deal is the deal.
The deal is the deal. You gotta do it.
The feds took away my hazard pay. My wife comes to me and asks me where the mortgage is coming from. I got nothing to tell her. I knew the risks. We all did. But that wasn't the deal. And I know for a fact they got hold of Perez yesterday. Now, it's not going to be me. But absent the hazard pay, sooner or later, someone's going to flip.
No one's flipping. Everyone gets their hazard pay, including
I ain't gonna lie, Mike is putting way too much trust in guys that he believes is gonna stay shut. I feel like that's gonna backfire on him sooner or later.
I've got something new. Oh, hey. How's your day?
Are you moving back in?
Yeah. No, I'll keep the condo for now. And selling it in this market, I'd get killed. But yeah, I'm home. It's time.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
She's trying to keep him out as long as possible. She realizes how dangerous Walt is, so she's trying to be subtle with it.
Here are the ground rules. Division of labor. I handle the business. Making the stuff, that's your end. I don't tell you how to mix your chemicals and whatnot, and you do not tell me how to take care of business. Is that absolutely clear? Sure.
That was a long time to say sure. I ain't gonna lie, Mike, you getting too big for Walt's taste. Walt don't like it when people get big at him.
He handles the business. And I handle him.
He handles the business and he handles him. Not he handles the meth, he handles him.
It's perfect. What?
How are we gonna fit a lab in here?
Who said here?
Hmm.
The house is infested. Termites, cockroaches, whatever. Homeowners hire a pest control company. Truck rolls up, homeowners leave. The crew tends the house. They bomb the place with poison. The house stays like that for days.
Oh.
One looks twice at a tenant house. Now maybe there's a strange smell coming out of it. Does someone think to investigate? No. Does anyone go inside?
Oh, I see what he's talking about. Like doing their business in the midst of the people doing their work and all that.
What? 3-4 houses a week? So we pick the one that's best for us. Enough floor space, easy access. Once the tent is up, we go in, we cook a batch, we bomb the place, and leave.
So we gotta vent it out for every cook. Set up a lab, cook, and then take everything.
It's a lot of work.
It's challenging, but doable. Tell me about these guys.
Mr. Ponytail on the sidewalk, that's Ira. He's the owner. Roof is Sandor. Ladders Fernando, and down below that's Todd. Pest control operations legit. I mean, they're licensed.
Damn, brother. Not asking no questions, but it sure looks like you're back in business.
No joke. You're way back in business, man. Look at this.
Here.
Oh, stacking the Benjis till the rubber band pops.
Yeah. All we're saying is, we know you're major league now, but if there's ever anything else you need from us,
Any way we can get in on this at all,
little stuff, stuff.
it would be
Maybe you can make them the dealers.
Maybe someday. If they tell you to jump, you don't ask what for. You jump. And you need a name for them? You call them yes, sir, and no, sir. You got any problems, you come to me.
This man is a straight demon. Like, oh my God. These guys are really going up into random people's houses and cooking meth. That's basically how their business works. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of genius now when you really think about it, because they're not just in one area, they're constantly on the move. So every area that they leave is basically experience the same thing and all that. There it goes, that blue goodness. Oh, no, the visual effects on this is actually kind of nice, though. It's like it's showing the process of it as it's being made.
Secrets create barriers between people. Speaking from experience, believe me. All that you've done, it's a part of you. I mean, if you choose to spend the rest of your life with this person, then you'll have to decide how much you'll share with her.
And what? Everything? Like Gail?
No, I don't think you mean like that.
I'm just trying to say that I trust you. And I know you'll make the right call.
I see what he's trying to do.
Listen, I've had my problems with Walt. Why he wouldn't come to the house when a girl practically begging, whatever, water under the bridge. But at this point, every year is precious. What are you doing? You don't smoke? You haven't smoked since college. You can't be serious. With the baby and Walt? Skylar, you're not smoking around the baby, are you? And you can't smoke here. There's got to be some rule or regulation. I'm sure you can't.
She's gonna tell her to leave or something.
I know for a fact that that is illegal. Marie! Shut up. What? I'm sorry. Please don't speak to me like that. I am simply saying that you
Will
can't
you shut up?
Hey.
Shut the hell up. Shut 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 up.
I think she got her point across.
You heard about Ted Panicky? The accident.
Okay, that's what he's gonna go with.
$367,000 each.
Ooh, wait a minute. After the dealers got their cut, we should be looking at 1,379,560. Mike, you're short. You're almost 300,000 short.
You're forgetting about the mules. They got a flat 20%. What? The drivers. What did Gus pay his mules? Gustavo Fring didn't use mules. He didn't need them. He spent 20 years building his own distribution. He had 16 refrigerator trucks running his product. And you know where they are now? Government impound. You don't like paying 20%. Maybe you shouldn't have killed the guy.
Hey. You're still over $1 million. Here, all right? That's for one cook.
Since you're putting on the green eye shade, my supplier and I came to an agreement. The methylamine is free this time. But brace yourself, because the next barrel is going to cost big. Can we continue, or you got any more burning questions? Okay, kid. You fronted us 120 to get us going. So that's 40 from him and me. 120. You don't know them, but they were part of the previous operation, and they know a lot. And right now, some of them are in jail, and more will be soon. The feds RICO'd their hazard pay. So, we are gonna make them whole. We are gonna make them whole.
What is this we? These were Gus's employees, not ours.
They might have been Gus's employees, but they're my guys. So, what are they doing to further our interests? The cops are looking at them very closely. We don't want them furthering our interest.
So we're paying them. Why?
Because they could spill.
What you do.
Oh. It's what you do.
My guys are keeping their mouths shut. We make them whole. One hand washes the other. It's as simple as that.
It sounds like a simple shakedown. Simple as that. We're paying for their silence. That's blackmail.
Business is my end.
Cooking is yours.
This is business. End of story.
Woo!
This is your problem. It should come out of your end.
That ego done came out.
Stick out, Mike. Right?
Yeah, Jesse's being too humble.
I don't care. Let's take it.
Jesse, thank you, but no. I'll pay my share. Go ahead.
You still sure about this, Mike?
Let me tell you something. This is how it's going to be from here on out. My guys are an ongoing expenditure. So you best get yourself comfortable with it.
137,000.
Less than with Fring. Listen, Walter, just because you shot Jesse James, don't make you Jesse James.
I see what he trying to say. Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie, Walt is, He's on the edge, man. They're all on the edge because they got different things. Like Walt's ego's getting in the way of him and all that. Like it's starting. It's too much, man. And then Mike, him being the control guy that he is, trying to control Walt, that's not going to go well for him because we all know how Walt gets when someone tries to control him.
She's gonna stop rock. Yeah, I'm still gotta take care of the rent and stuff. It's the right thing to do, but
You know, I meant this. How you feeling about the money?
you're looking at it wrong.
When we worked for Gus, we were cooking 200 pounds a week. This last batch, it was great, but we didn't even crack 50 pounds. Maybe cleared less money, but we got a bigger piece of the pie. It's like you said, we were owners, not employees.
You're still employees in some ways.
Been thinking about Victor. Yeah. All this time, I was sure that Gus did what he did to send me a message. Maybe there's another reason.
Like what?
Victor trying to cook that batch on his own, taking liberties that weren't his to take. Got his throat cut.
End of the episode. Yep, that's the end of the episode. Now, first things first, Walt, he talks about flying too close to the sun, but let's be honest, he's the one that's flying close to it because at this point, that man is a control freak. Like he wants it all. He wants all of it. He wants the control. He wants the power. He just wants everything. He wants what Gus had. And honestly, Mike made a great point with that, Just because you shot Jesse James don't make you Jesse James. I mean, Walt at this point is doing everything he can to be the kingpin. He's trying to be the one that controls it all. But in reality, Walt just has no clue of how big of an operation this is to manage and stuff because, Gus was able to get away with it just because he was a business owner of for what Mike say? He said Gus owned, he basically owned a good lot of chicken places and stuff, and then a chicken farm and all that. Like having all that expense and all that on his hands, of course, it makes it obvious that Gus is able to get away with it because all that plus the laundering and everything that he's able to do, it makes it easier for his business to be able to take off like that just because it feels believable. But Walt, you only got one car wash, man. It's not happening. Not the way you trying to do. He's doing everything he can to be the guy. He wants to be the top guy. He wants to be the guy that everyone comes into his office and they ask him what's the next play to take and all that. I mean, yeah, Walt just doesn't realize that he's the one that's truly flying real close to the sun at the moment. Trying to talk about how Victor got his throat cut because of that, but realistically, it really was just, in a way, Walt just trying to hamper himself or something, just try to convince himself maybe that's what Gus did, and maybe that could have been the reason why he did it, but there's a multitude of reasons why, but at the end of the day, yeah, we all know that Walt's ego, his pride, it's just too much, man. His ego and pride literally overwhelms his rational thinking. He can't think straight or do things straight because he has to be the guy that is the one that everyone's after, It kind of feels like a situation where Walt truly does want to get caught because, he'll be the one that gets he'll be the one who gets the name of it, of being the one that was orchestrating all this. man, it's just insane at this point. You know, Jesse. It feels like Jesse over the course of the seasons has grown more humble, and Walt has just grown more devilish. You know, he doesn't have the devil and the angel on both his shoulders. He's just got the complete set himself. He's the devil. Like, yeah, like at this point, Walt has just completely gone off the deep end with how he wants to operate things and how he wants it to be under his foot. You know, he wants everything to be under his control. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, Mike himself, man, I mean, if Mike was smart, he would have just skipped town all completely like he originally planned to, because at this point, he's a fool himself just for even sticking with Walt, because like he said, he's a bomb or something like that that's waiting to go off. Like, yeah, Mike's pretty stupid himself for even sticking with him at this point, because you already know that Walt doesn't like being talked down to. You know, he can't stand somebody overruling him. It goes back, man. Like, it literally goes back. Each episode was literally giving you the clues of how overruling Walt wants to be. Like, I can remember back in like season 2 when they had that party or something, when he was giving his son that wine or liquor or whatever that was, and he just kept on giving it, and Hank was telling his son what to do, don't do that and all that and everything. Walt didn't like that. He didn't like somebody telling his son what to do and all that, and him not being the one to do it. Like, I'm trying to think if there were any moments in season 1. I'm pretty sure there were, but it goes all the way back, man. Like, Walt has just always been like this, but just at a lesser degree. But now that he's at the stage that he is now, he's fully bringing it out. Like, he's not even hiding it no more. He obviously don't like people that try to overrule him in many ways, and it's just so obvious at this point. I ain't gonna lie, it's really good. It's really good showcasing of his character though in general, because like it's really good geniusness behind it, just because like he's the main character. 9 times out of 10, you root for the main character, or in some ways you want them to succeed at a certain goal that they're doing and all that. But with Walter, it feels like it's the complete opposite, you know. Me personally, I still like his character, you know. At the end of the day, he makes the show goes, you know. He's the best character in this show, in my opinion. Like, Bryan Cranston's portrayal of him is absolutely genius. And then the showrunner, the director, Vince Gillian, I believe his name is, he's cooked up a good batch with these episodes. Like, this is his myth right here. These episodes he's been cooking, he's been steadily cooking them, man. He's been cooking them. And yeah, like I said, like, you know, like I said about Walt's character, you know, being the main character, he's not a good guy. Like, he's far from a good guy. Like, he used to be an okay guy that it felt like he was doing this all for his family and all that, but now he's taking it up to a whole different level now. He's being selfish, man. Like, he's more selfish than he's ever been. Like, everything he's doing right now, that's not for the family. He's doing that stuff for himself practically at this point. So that's just basically what it is. I mean, but like I said, I love the character just because of what he's bringing to the table. Every character has been great. I like Jesse's character, you know. He has been the whipping bag who's had his independent moments every now and then, but at the end of the day, he's still been everyone's whipping character. And like I said, you know, I like Gus. I like the Gus's character, you know, the evil kingpin guy. You know, he was the antagonist for basically all of season 4. He was somewhat of a companion in season 3, but all of season 4, he was pretty much the ultimate bad guy that Walt had to take him down. And now he's taking him down. Now Walt has basically transitioned in both a main character and a bad guy role, you know. Like I said, he's not a good guy, but it is what it is at this point. Everyone in this show has done something crooked or something bad in many ways that has basically stained them in many ways, you know. But yeah, I'm done with the whole rambling and all that. But with that being said, you know, make sure you all like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.